Hello and welcome to the Rockland Ice Rink for tonight's MIAA South Shore League boys ice hockey matchup. It is the Middleborough Sachems coming up Route 18 to face the Abington Green Wave. I am Mad Dog Matt Nelson, bringing you all the action high above the ice. The Green Wave off to a 3-3-1 start to the season. And they're led by the senior captain, Evan St. Martin, who is in for the opening drop, won by Middleborough. The lines for the Sachems, James Joyce is the top line center. On his wings are Wyatt Goyette and Sam Steinman. The second line is centered by Pat Tripp, Carter Poe, and Keenan Peterson on the wings there. A shot for Evan St. Martin was stopped by starting goaltender Thomas Putney, and he has it in his glove for the stoppage. And that is number 33, Greg Mason, the sophomore from Middleborough. Middleborough is a co-op team. They also host Carver and Wareham, patches for the Crusaders and the Vikings on each of the Sachems colored jerseys' shoulders. Xavier Valcorba is the third line center. Levon Mulready and Keegan Wentworth are on the wings there. Tyson Kidney is in the middle of the fourth line. Jacob Pitcher and Logan Pierce are on the wings there. Defensive pairings for Middleborough: Gavin Pine with Ethan DeNorman. Jack Dean is with Connor McNaughton. EJ Wanke is with Logan Moore. Extra skater is Kenny McDonald's. And it is the lefty southpaw Greg Mason, the sophomore from Middleborough, in net. The Green Wave, familiar lines for them. Evan St. Martin is the top line center. John Halpin, Hunter Grafton on the wings there. Cullen Crocker is the second line center. Declan McCarthy, Sean Duggan on the sides there. Campino in the middle of the third line. Colin McDermott, John McGrath on the wings there. Sean Niles is centering AJ Nash and Sam McDonald. Defensive pairings for the Green Wave: Zach Buchagras is with Jacob Whitman. Eric Wilkinson with Amani De Jesus. Max Wilkinson is the fifth defenseman. The extra skaters for Abington: Trevor Partington and Travis Swanson. The goaltender is the sophomore Nicholas Harris, a .929 save percentage for him, a 2.16 goals against average. It is the Crocker line on for Coach Brian Woodford. De Jesus slaps it 100 feet into the end boards, and the Sachems will look for a breakout the other direction. Sent around the boards for Jake Dean, the sophomore defender, wearing number 7 for the Sachems. Buchagras looking for Grafton's deflection, drifting down towards the hash marks. Grafton out front in the greasy area. It is swept out by Halpin, who finds himself the top line left wing. Sent all the way down. Icing is waved off. Buchagras to gather it in. Buchagras being hounded by James Joyce. Now St. Martin behind the net. Harris finds it loose and puts his trapper on it for the stop with 12:05 to go. Sam Steinman looking for the deflection out front. It went just wide of the post. Halpin, Middleborough has it. The shot whistles wide off of the end glass, and it will be out of the zone. Offsides called here against Middleborough. Pat McLeod, our referee tonight. Whistling that one down for offsides. The drop won by Middleborough in the neutral zone. Quickly getting across the attacking line is Wyatt Goyette. De Jesus behind his own end line. Cycled out to Steinman. poked away, but then sent in on net. It went wide. The Green Wave collect on the half wall. Wilkinson turns it over. Steinman's shot is up into the netting, and there'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Sachems, who've come out firing in on Nick Harris. Zach Bouchigras off of the face-off win in the defensive zone. Turns it over at the defensive blue line for Keenan Peterson, the sophomore from Wareham. Crocker behind his own cage. Cycled around for Sean Duggan. Bouchigras tips it up for Declan McCarthy. McCarthy running into stiff resistance. Sends it around the boards for Duggan. Duggan carrying through neutral ice. Chips it off of Middleborough's number 16, Gavin Pine. Chased into the zone. McCarthy left it for Crocker. His pass for Duggan was broken up halfway there. Gathered in cage side by Ethan DeNormand. Crocker sends it back around the boards. First one to it is Gavin Pine. Whitman dumps it back deep, and Abington goes for a full change. 10 minutes to go. Still looking for the game's first score. The Sachems trying to catch the Green Wave in that change. Breaking that up was Evan St. Martin. The Grafton line on now. De Jesus, the defenseman, carries it all the way in. His slapper gloved down by Greg Mason. 9:49 to go in the first period. Middleborough wins the defensive zone draw, and now a foot race. Winning it is the Sachems, sent out to the hash marks, broken up by De Jesus. Wilkinson. Whistles down, and an offensive zone draw for the Green Wave. Evan St. Martin in for the draw. Matched up with Joyce. Steinman is Middleborough's top scorer. 13 goals, 5 assists, 18 points. Green Wave's top scorer is Hunter Grafton, 9 goals, 5 assists for him. He is a plus 14. As is Evan St. Martin, so plus 13. Sam McDonald, who to start the year was in that top line left wing, is a plus 14. 5 goals, 10 assists for McDonald. Just under 9 minutes remain here in the first period, still scoreless. Campino and his third line mates get the puck into the offensive zone before Steinman took it over. Steinman cutting back towards center, turns it over. Back to Pino. Steinman comes up with another takeaway, shoots. It leaves a dent in the end glass. Whitman now bangs it around the boards. First one to it is Goyette. He launches a shot that rattles the glass. James Joyce behind the net. For Steinman, his shot blockered away by Harris. Goyette collecting the rebound. And the pass across the attacking zone was intercepted. Pino will ice it. And a much-needed whistle for the Green Wave, who will take the opportunity to change out all 5 skaters, as will the Sachems. Thank you for joining us in this game on Abington Community Access and Media. Crocker wins the face-off over to Wilkinson. The Sachems come away with a turnover and keep it in the attacking zone. Kicked out by Declan McCarthy. His shot into the glove of Mason. He holds on for the face-off. Defensive zone win for Middleborough. Carrying it into the offensive zone, Levon Mulready. De Jesus trying to force it into neutral ice. Turned over to Xavier Valcorba. Valcorba behind the net. Chipped up now to De Jesus. McCarthy dumps it back for Cullen Crocker. Crocker's self-pass, a little bit too much on it. And the Sachems will clear out once again with Mulready. Mulready takes the contact, stops, shoots off of the side of the cage to the end wall. Wentworth collecting another rebound. Backhands around through the corner, looking for the give and go. Doesn't work with Tripp. Shot from the point, sticked up. I think De Jesus blocked that one in front. Duggan will ice the puck. And we've got a stoppage. Faceoff will come all the way down. St. Martin in for the draw with Tripp. St. Martin wins it up through neutral ice, where it will be gathered in by Carter Poe. Poe, the freshman from Middleborough High School, turns it over to Hunter Grafton. Grafton dinks, and is stopped by Mason, sticked out. Now Middleborough back the other way, looking for transition. Doesn't work. The shot from Tripp went wide. Bouchagras gathers in behind the net. Cuts back now, Whitman. Whitman pokes ahead to Halpin. Deflects to Evan St. Martin. He'll spin back and start the Abington attack. Backhand dump in, goes to the corner, gathered there by Middleborough's number 6, Ethan DeNormand. Nice spin cycle for Steinman towards net, sticks. Poke check good for Nick Harris to prevent the Middleborough scoring chance. 5:15 remains. Grafton was looking for the long lead pass. Pine intercepting it. His pass up for Steinman. Shot blocked by Whitman wide. Bouchagras kicks it down, and now backhands trying to force it through to the blue line for Grafton. Middleborough strong on their sticks in the attacking end, able to prevent Abington's clearance. Whitman can't make the defensive play. A shot and a goal. It is James Joyce. And Middleborough is on the board. Goyette and Steinman also involved. It's 1-0 Sachems. Campino can't win the ensuing face-off. Steinman and Goyette indeed get the assist on Joyce's goal. That is Steinman's 19th point of the year. His 6th assist, Joyce's 5th goal. Goyette has his 9th assist. Green Wave chasing a goal. Colin Crocker tried to feather it up. The Sachems back the other way. Goyette at the hash mark, shoots. It went wide, deflected off of one of the Green Wave defenders. De Jesus stick handling. Colin McDermott can't carry through neutral ice. Steinman back the other way. Steinman's shot gloved down by Harris. De Jesus fires it off the boards for Duggan. It goes all the way through the neutral zone. Gathered in the Middleborough zone by Connor McNaughton. Steinman had hopped the heel of his blade at the red line. Bouchagras leaves it for McCarthy, who took the contact. The Sachems are in full attack mode. Colin McDermott plays it off of the referee. Duggan now at the blue line. Doesn't clear that. Gets a response from the bench. Crocker. Middleborough right back in. Keegan Wentworth, third line on for Middleborough. Crocker. Duggan can't handle the pass, and it changed. The Green Wave slow to start here in the first period. They played 4 days ago in Weymouth versus the Cohasset Hull Co-op. Two minutes to go. Yeah, Tripp can't set up in the Middleborough attack. Turned over to Grafton. St. Martin fires it off of Grafton's shin. And lost an edge on the half wall. Grafton back to play it. It pops loose into the neutral zone where Tripp spins it. Offsides the call against Middleborough. Icing against Abington here. 1:21 to go in the first period. Middleborough the lead off of James Joyce's 5th of the year. Just shy of a goal per game pace for him. This is the 6th game for the Sachems. St. Martin. 100-foot shot for Wilkinson. Glove down with 1 minute to play. Icing waved off, deflected off of a Green Wave member in neutral ice. De Jesus spins back. De Jesus stick handling with 42 seconds. Green Wave slow to clear the zone. Halpin chips it for St. Martin. St. Martin takes a big hit. Slashed down by Halpin. He finds Grafton. Grafton with some space. Cutting back towards center. Will reset with Wilkinson. Keeps it on the blue paint. The shot deflecting wide to the left. 15 seconds to go. Hunter Grafton at the red line. Cuts towards center, lost the handle, kept it on the blue paint. 5 seconds to go. A St. Martin shot was deflected and sent all the way down. That will end the first period. Middleborough finds the only goal in the frame James Joyce from Wyatt Goyette and Sam Steinman. We're going to step aside, take a quick break, and bring you the second period of action right after this. Second period about to get underway here at the Rockland Ice Rink. Middleborough has the lead, 1-0 off of James Joyce's first period goal. Wyatt Goyette, Sam Steinman the assists. And icing right off of the opening face-off. Top line on of Halpin, St. Martin, Hunter Grafton. St. Martin gets tied up on the draw. Left it for Butchergross, looking deflection out in front. Almost got a piece of Grafton's stick. Kept in at the blue line from Whitman. But the Sachems eventually clear through neutral ice. Butchergross, long pass up to St. Martin, doesn't connect. First one to the loose puck was Gavin Pine. Drop back for Steinman, is shot through a screen. Blocked down by Nick Harris. St. Martin off the boards for Butchergross. Whitman now. St. Martin couldn't dangle through traffic. Butchergross at the red line. Turns into a self pass for Zach Butchergross. Now Sam McDonald out. Donald drops back and forth with Halpin. De Jesus forces the puck down low. Gavin Mason perfect through the first. Steinman, a nice cut back towards center. Harris all the way out to play it. Steinman the first one there, and Harris has to come up with a save. Wild sequence for the Green Wave. Crocker, 3-on-1. Steinman off of the back check. Steinman broken up by De Jesus. The Duggan line on, and it's sent up and out of play. 12:56 on the clock. Jake Dean off the Middleborough face-off win. Turns it over to Crocker at the red line. Crocker with a 2-on-1, lost the handles. Sent around the boards for De Jesus. He takes the contact. Out in front, Duggan launched and the net kicked off. The notorious Nets pop loose once again here at the Rockland Ice Arena. Twelve and a half to play here in the second. Middleborough hanging on to that 1-0 lead. St. Martin. Sam McDonald cycles it around, looking for Grafton on the far side. Indeed, it's Hunter Grafton, but taken away by Middleborough. They'll look for breakout. Carter Poe can't gain the line cleanly. Harris plays for McDonald. Kicked down by Keenan Peterson, and now a breakaway for the Sachems. A shot from number 15, and that is Xavier Valcorba, was stopped by Harris. McDonald's taking all sorts of stick contact. Drags down his defender. The arms stay down. McDonald backhanding it back out to the point for Halpin. Butchergross launches, and it deflects in, but a high stick from McDonald out in front. Immediately called by the referees. Here it is in slow motion. There was the high stick from McDonald. Well above the crossbar on that one. The face-off will come all the way down to the green wave end. Zach Butchergross with speed, trying to get through two defenders. The Sachems break it up. 11-10 remain here in the second. Turned over again. Here's a shot. A stick save by Harris. The follow-up sent wide. James Joyce, the only goal scorer, was the Sachem that lobbed those two scoring opportunities. Harris sticks it to the far corner. Whitman trying to chase it down. First one there is Goyette. McCarthy sends it on the dasher. Duggan and Whitman break it up. And now sent into the neutral zone for Sean Duggan. He gets taken down. Green Wave have to tag up. Pino and McCarthy were looking for an odd man break. It doesn't come. 10:18 to go in the second. Still Middleborough 1-0. St. Martin in with Pat Tripp. St. Martin wins it. Sam McDonald tried to cycle it back for St. Martin. McDonald seemingly promoted back up to the top line. Halpin has assumed more of a defense role here tonight. Hunter Grafton sends it into the glove of Greg Mason. All three goaltenders for Middleborough are southpaws. St. Martin, a nice cut back. His shot into the glove of Mason. Off the skate of Jake Dean in front. Halpin sweeps it up through the neutral zone, takes a wicked hip check, and that will be the game's first penalty. Halpin is broken up and heads to the bench for some attention. Here's the replay. Halpin chipped it in and then knee on knee. It is a 2-minute minor penalty. Green Wave will go on the man advantage for the first time tonight. Sachems win the important defensive zone draw, but Butchergross seals off the point. St. Martin has some space, backhands towards net. It pops above the net. McDonald chasing it down in the corner, and the Sachems send it all the way down the river. Playable for Nick Harris, who sweeps it out all the way through his defensive end to Hunter Grafton. Grafton in with speed, chases it to the corner. Fires across the attacking zone for Butchergross's one-timer. He scores. It was set up by Hunter Grafton. He cycled the cross-zone pass to Zach Butchergross. Here it is on a replay. Nice pass. Almost caught the official. Quick feet by the ref. Butchergross firing the snapper from just above the face-off circles. And it evaded Greg Mason. All tied up, 1 goal apiece. .8:45 to go, second period. 1-1, Hunter Grafton. Power play goal for the Green Wave. Sachems on sides. Steinman throws towards net. It goes wide. Kevin Pine, the first one there. Buchagras for Whitman. Turned over. Steinman looking for an opportunity. Dropped back for Pine. Whitman turned over to Goyette. Steinman now carrying towards net. It's left dead in the crease. The Green Wave clear it out. McDonald kicking it to himself. He will dump and head to the bench for a full fire wagon change. Colin Crocker fresh off the bench. Takes it on the half wall. He's tied up by 2 Sachems. Now it's Steinman. Steinman works through 2 defenders and fired just wide. Steinman logging big time minutes along with the top line of Joyce and Goyette. A big hit levels Steinman. And a whistle and a stoppage, with Steinman slow to get up. There was no penalty called, and we'll take another look. That was Crocker to the chest of Steinman. Certainly didn't look dirty in any fashion. And indeed, no penalty called. Middleborough's coach, Steve Chamberlain, wants an explanation. Solid contact through the body for Crocker, who thrives off of that type of hit. Sean Duggan. Second line, energy line is on. Into the glove of Mason. He holds with 6:44 to go. Clipped up into the protective netting. Whitman bangs it around the boards for McDonald in the near side corner. McDonald tried to backhand towards the crease. There was no Green Wave member there. Hunter Grafton holding. Pad save Mason. Buchagras the second chance. Too much on it for McDonald. Grafton gathers in behind the net. Hunter Grafton cross zone saucer pass for Buchagras. Now Grafton leaves for Whitman. His snapper goes wide, and Mason will put the trapper on it for the stop. Sachems clear the zone. McDonald trying to put something together for the Green Wave. McDonald strong on his stick, but can't possess. Buccigross off the boards. McDonald gains the line, his indirect self-pass. Swatted down by St. Martin. And now Valcorba with the clearance. Grafton back in. Grafton left it behind for St. Martin. Sachems come away without a shot. Given up on goal. Valcorba in on Harris, who covers for a stop with just north of 5 minutes to go in the second period. Green Wave win the face-off, but gloved down. Would have been a hand pass from Jake Dean. Dean can't slash it and settle. Declan McCarthy pressuring there. Wilkinson has it go right past him. Duggan shoves off his attacking forward, and Keegan Wentworth. Physicality picking up here at the Rockland Ice Rink. Icing here against the Green Wave. So 3 lines have rolled pretty regularly for Middleborough tonight. The top 2 logging the big minutes as expected. Green Wave have also rolled 3 lines. McCarthy gets it back. Swatted by Halpin. Halpin keeps it in the offensive zone. Crocker in is the next layer. Cycles it down the half wall, and Middleborough with a delayed zone exit. Goyette. Serpentine route. Saucered out. Declan McCarthy through neutral ice. Snaps it in. And Mason with another glove stop. 3:48 to go in the second. St. Martin spun towards net. McDonald tripped in the crease. No call. Now McDonald looking to tip it. Mason able to get the better of it. It was bouncing around right in front of him. Popped up on his chest, and Mason able to swat it down and put his glove on top of it. 3:31 to go. St. Martin. He was behind for McDonald. McDonald was looking for Grafton drifting down the hash marks. 2-on-2 up ice for Middleborough. Steinman back on the ice. Good to see he's not hurt after that tie-up. And the puck deflecting into the netting for the stop with 3:09 to go. 1-1 in this South Shore League matchup. Whitman up for Grafton. He deflected it with his skate up to St. Martin. St. Martin able to carry through 2 defenders. Buccigross separates in the neutral zone. Grafton takes the contact to get the puck up to McDonald, who puts on the spin cycle. Sam McDonald taken away by Pine. Green Wave keep it in the attacking zone. Popped up into the glove of Mason, who had it pop out on him. Reclaimed it before any Green Wave stick could find it. 2:24 to go here in the second. Trigger from Duggan just above the hash marks. Blocked aside. McDonald gets taken down. Again, no call. Rather, that was Duggan. Crocker gains the zone, lost the handle on the half wall. Sachems able to deke it around Declan McCarthy. Halpin drifts back to reset. Full court press on from Middleborough. They're sending two towards the puck. And now Middleborough will have to delay that strategy as they were offsides for a very long time. That's going to be a call. No, say the refs, as De Jesus got taken down in the neutral zone. Now it is Declan McCarthy coming up with the turnover. Sam McDonald takes a knee-on-knee hit, is slow to get up. No call, and the Green Wave are offsides. Here's a look at the first play that went uncalled. Big tie up there. .56 seconds to go. Still tied up 1-1 in the second period. We remain 5-on-5. St. Martin cuts back towards center. Can't dangle through. Steinman comes away with the loose puck. Steinman towards the middle. A shot, a pad save by Harris. Great stop, and now Halpin turns it over. Steinman shoots. Blocked down by McDonald. Now the Green Wave looking for breakout. St. Martin was forced into the zone by one of the Sachems, and it turns into an offsides. Cancels a promising breakout for Abington. Joyce in with St. Martin. .15 seconds to go here in the period. Sam McDonald lets it go for St. Martin. He's got Grafton. St. Martin shoots. Glove save by Mason. Clock stops with 10 seconds to go. St. Martin, Buchagras. Halpin's one-timer whiffed on it. Grafton in the corner, 3 seconds to go. Halpin charges down, and the Sachems will tie it up. We have hit the end of the second. It is all knotted up, 1-1, the Middleborough Sachems and the Abington Green Wave here in South Shore League action. We'll step aside, take a quick break, and bring you the third and final period right after this. Third and final scheduled period about to get underway here at the Rockland Ice Rink. The Green Wave and the Sachems all knotted up at 1 goal apiece entering the third and final frame. The puck is dropped and we are underway. The 2 goal scorers, Zach Butchagras and James Joyce. Butchagras on a nice cross-attacking zone pass from Hunter Grafton. That was the only assist. Goyette and Steinman assisting on Joyce's tally. Grafton dangled on the blue paint, but couldn't gain the attacking line. Steinman sends it wide. Just 1 penalty came tonight. That was the power play that Abington scored their goal on. Evan St. Martin comes up with a takeaway behind his goaltender, Nick Harris. McDonald takes contact, but keeps possession. McDonald down the right wing boards. Cycles behind the net, lost it off the backhand. It was DeNormand coming away with the puck for Middleborough. Duggan couldn't get to it. De Jesus launching. That was blocked away before it got down low. Whitman will reset. De Jesus chips in. Whitman to the bench for a change. Halpin, who's listed as top line left wing, finds himself with the top defensive pairing. Halpin through neutral ice. Duggan dumped it into the zone. Chased there. First one to it, DeNormand. McCarthy comes away with the takeover. Now Crocker with some space. Crocker works the wraparound attempt, and he lost the handle. 13 minutes to go, third period. Crocker's shot blocked out, clear through the neutral zone. Duggan took a hit to dump the puck deep. Heads to the bench for some relief. McDonald spills trip into the boards. St. Martin turns on the Jets. Clears the zone. Lost it at the red line. Grafton there is the next layer. Green Wave dump far corner. Butchagras, the lone defender. The shot blocked up by Harris. Might have caught the knob of his stick to the end glass. Halpin sends it around for Grafton. St. Martin gains the zone, shoots, sends it off the end glass. Gathered by Butchagras in the Abington defensive end. Grafton also the top scorer on the Green Wave lacrosse team, which his father Mike is the head coach. Mike in attendance here tonight. Steinman over the blue line. Now Goyette. Steinman. Stick handles through the face-off circle, but turned over to Sam McDonald. McDonald up for Grafton. Had it poked away. Grafton recovers. Now for Whitman. McDonald sends it on Mason. Gloved it down to the end wall. Valcorba, his shot blocked away by Whitman to the end boards. Grafton near side half wall. Trying to feather it through. McGrath. Now Steinman lost an edge. Kept possession, shoots. Over the crossbar and out of play. 10-11 to go. Sachems come up with a face-off win. Valcorba tried to carry through to the crease. De Jesus can't gain the offensive zone. Halpin now. 9:45 to go, third period. Still knotted up. Levon Mulready. Greenwave come up with the turnover. Halpin at the point. Launches. It whistles wide. De Jesus gathers the rebound in. Mulready dumping it all the way down wide of Harris. It's icing. .9:07 to go in the third period. Competitive one here at the Rockland Ice Arena. South Shore League combatants, the Middleborough Sachems, the Abington Green Wave. Whitman's shot blocked away, and Middleborough out to the red line. The 100-foot shot doesn't go. It was Carter Poe who launched it. Grafton deflecting away for Sam McDonald. Grafton again coming up with a turnover. Hunter Grafton drops back to Whitman. Whitman sends it towards net. Sent off Keenan Peterson. Now Peterson gains the Middleborough attacking end. Butchergrass will carry. Butchergrass' shot deflected wide off the stick of Ethan DeNormand. McDonald on the blue paint. Ultimately won't matter as Middleborough clears their defensive end. 7:55 to go now in the third frame. Keenan Peterson taking a couple of Green Wave bodies. Crocker, long lead pass up to Grafton, swatted away by DeNormand. Grafton, serpentine route, shoots! Looking for the deflection on the far post from Crocker. And it went just wide. Now Halpin, nice job sealing off the boards for him. Crocker comes away with it. Green Wave have numbers. Grafton drifting down the slot. The Sachems able to deflect it out and force the Green Wave to tag up. 7:15 remains in the third now. Duggan line on. Sean Duggan immediately involved in a tie-up on the half wall. Steinman. Slapper well wide by Dean. He didn't get all of it. John Halpin recovers for the Green Wave in their defensive end. Crocker turned it over. Steinman on sides, looking for some space, spins and shoots. Deflected wide, looking for the deflection in front. James Joyce was parked in the blue paint. 6:30 to go. Middleborough trying to tilt the ice in their favor, working towards net. De Jesus with a good poke check to the far side. McCarthy slashes it out of the zone. Steinman right back in. Steinman cutting towards center, can't get a clean shot around Halpin. Now Halpin ices it all the way down. Green Wave will take the whistle and an opportunity to change with 6:04 to go. St. Martin and Xavier Valcorba in for the drop. Pat Tripp. Two centers out. Valcorba trying to work against Buchagras. Spun towards center. Blocked down. The Green Wave prevent the shot on net. Buchagras a little cross check from Pat Tripp. Green Wave win the race. McDonald trying to poke it in front. Whitman. Battle won by Tripp. He dumps it in deep in the Middleborough attacking end. Is somewhere in the pads or jersey of McDonald. He shakes it out. A defensive end drop for the Green Wave. We'll answer Middleborough's full line change with DeJesus and Halpin. Steinman quickly in off of the draw. Harris, the pad stop. St. Martin carrying through neutral ice. St. Martin has to drop back. Halpin's one-timer didn't get all of it off the heel. Sends it wide. St. Martin tipped back for McDonald. Now kicking. The two of them get tied up. Hunter Grafton deflecting to the corner. Grafton coming away with it, having his stick held. And again, no call. Green Wave back on sides. Hunter Grafton. The lone man pressuring the puck. Steinman on the long pass. Gets around his defender and shoots off the end glass. It rattles off the back of the crossbar. And back beneath the goal line. 4:05 to go here in the third. DeJesus' long shot into the glove of Mason. Whitman tapping it down at center. Buchagras chasing. 3:45 to go. Still looking for the difference maker. Buchagras cutting back towards center. Dragged down. Pino can't gather it in. Ethan DeNorman cycling around the boards. Now it's Wilkinson trying to create a turnover. Wilkinson can't get around Gavin Pine at the blue line. Pine now trying to dangle back towards the high slot, and his attempt was broken up. Green Wave ice it with 3:06 to go. Green Wave win the defensive zone face-off. Amani DeJesus gives to his now defensive partner, John Halpin. Long pass tipped by St. Martin to negate icing. St. Martin, shot broken up. Tipped down by McDonald. He's got an opportunity. Sent towards net and blocked away before it got to Mason. Steinman in with speed. Shot stick save by Harris. Second chance is gathered in by McDonald, who fires it off to Grafton. Hunter Grafton shoots, gloves down by Mason. Wyatt Goyette gathers in the rebound. Now Halpin comes up with a turnover at the blue line. Spun towards net. St. Martin gathers in. Halpin. Big triangles working for the Green Wave, but Goyette intercepted a pass. Now Steinman is offsides. The Green Wave fan section cheering. The Middleborough section yelling. Here's another look. Yeah, it's about 2 feet offsides from this broadcaster's view. 2 minutes to go. Still knotted up 1-1. The Middleborough Sachems, the Abington Green Wave. McCarthy gets tied up. First hit was an extension. Cullen Crocker gets dragged down. That will put the Green Wave on a power play. As Cullen Crocker draws the holding call. It is Pat Tripp headed to the box, hooking the official call. Green Wave on a power play for the next 1:29 of regulation. They'll call their timeout. Tripp is not pleased in the penalty bench. Green Wave, an excellent opportunity here on the power play to end this one in regulation. Mason has made a lot of great stops tonight. He'll have to hold tough. The Middleborough penalty killers will be Steinman, Wyatt Goyette, Gavin Pine, and Ethan DeNormand, along with the most important penalty killer, Greg Mason. In between the pipes, the Green Wave will send out Evan St. Martin, Hunter Grafton, Sam McDonald, Jonathan Halpin, and Zach Butchergross. Halpin is a swingman, offensive and defensive. So here we go, Green Wave power play. The face-off one, back to Grafton. He sends it across the attacking zone for Halpin, drifting down low. Glove stop Mason, rebound loose. McDonald able to keep it alive for Abington. Sam McDonald spins behind the net. Shakes off the defender, fires it around the end wall for Halpin. Halpin, D2D, Butchergrass. Halpin down low for McDonald. Back to Halpin, Butchergrass. One-timer St. Martin. He missed it. St. Martin steps up on the puck to keep it alive in the offensive zone. 45 seconds to go. St. Martin boarded, not called. The puck pops up. Glove down by McDonald, loose right in front of the net. St. Martin able to get up. He's still out there, and Middleborough flings it all the way down the river. 35 seconds to go. Zach Butchergross can't get around Steinman. And now Gavin Pine will send it off the boards for Goyette. Those penalty killers have been out the entire PK. And that is north of 1 minute and 10 seconds now. Steinman calling for it. He won't get it. 12 seconds remain in the third. The Sachems clear it down once again. Harris leaves it behind for Butchergross. 7 seconds. Steinman has been pressuring all night. Green Wave sends it down. And we are tied at the end of regulation. 1-1 the Middleborough Sachems. And the Abington Green Wave will require some overtime tonight. A 5-minute overtime period. It will be 4-on-4. And it will, in fact, be sudden death. Green Wave have a lot of guys that can work in space. Their top line of Grafton, Sam McDonald, and Evan St. Martin. The Middleborough top line of Joyce Goyette and Steinman has had a lot of opportunities tonight. The two goaltenders have been phenomenal. Greg Mason and Nick Harris, regardless of how this one ends. Middleborough, Carver, Wareham, the co-op, trying to improve. They are 4-2 on the year. The Green Wave coming to 3-3-1. And it is Pat Tripp that will be in the box for 31 seconds to be exact, to start the overtime period. Green Wave will skate 4-on-3 for 31. Message to the top line, win this in overtime, to the top line of McDonald, St. Martin, and Grafton. It is Butchergross, the lone defender on the power play. The overtime penalty killers for Middleborough. Is Grafton across the offensive zone for McDonald. Steinman, Connor McNaughton. Here's Steinman. Steinman dangles, shoots, deflected wide off of Butchergross. And Jake Dean are the penalty killers. We're back to even strength. Hunter Grafton cuts towards center. Butchergross gloves it down acrobatically. The one-timer for Grafton, saved by Mason. Green Wave will have to reset. Butchergross turns it over. It's going to be a breakaway for Goyette. Goyette shoots and scores! Wyatt Goyette ends it in overtime. 2-1. Middleborough will take the win. Here's another look at the game winner. It was McDonald over skating. Goyette with an excellent looking snapper top shelf beat Harris and sends the Sachems home victorious. A final score of 2-1. Middleborough beating the Abington Green Wave. I want to thank you for watching this stream and every stream here on the networks of Abington Community Access and Media. I want to thank our executive producer, Kevin Tachi, our cameraman, the one and only David Bowen. On behalf of everyone here at AKM, I am Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We will see you next game.